Okay, really want y'all's thoughts on this one.
The most shocking result of that entire study, which has hit me like a ton of bricks, it's the Harvard Study of Adult Development is the name of it. 80 plus years, they followed the lives of all of these people. And what they found that was most interesting was that the single most important predictor of health, of physical health at age 80 was relationship satisfaction at age 50.
So here's what shocked me and hit me like a ton of bricks. Harvard Study of Adult Development. Or should we call it the Harvard Study of Adult White Men Development? Has the study since expanded to include more than just white men? Yes, but just give me a minute. I'm not knocking the study, but I am saying, don't say adult and make this sound super general when it's a study of white men. The findings from the Harvard study come from originally two different groups of people. 268 Harvard sophomores, all white men, who were sophomores in 1938. And then in the 1970s, they added in 456 inner city residents, also all white men. At some point, and I'm not exactly sure when, because there's an article from 2017 in the Harvard Gazette that says over a decade ago, but that's not super precise. But at some point, they started including the wives of these men in the study as well. And they're now also including the children of the original men in the study. Is it amazing that there is an 80 plus year study going on? Yes, that is amazing. I think what gets me is that when the study started, it was a study of adult development and it only included white men. And now it's sure it includes the spouses of white men and the children of white men, but this still just kind of seems like a pretty biased sample to be saying it's a study of adult development. If I'm reading a study of adult development, I want it to be a pretty diverse and inclusive sample, and it just irritates me that this is not perhaps intentionally from the authors or the researchers, but by people reporting it and sharing it, making it sound like this adult study, well, look what we can learn about adults, and it just really goes back to white men. That just, I find that annoying. This seems like a little misinformation-y to me.